Today we are discussing the low price for the issue number 19, and we have shortlisted Guinea filaments. Now, many would actually comment or have raised questions to the selection part, but it should be noted that our course to think basically this time around is of the Naran candidates, where we are focusing on companies that are making losses but have the potential to turn into profits in the coming fiscal. Now, taking cue from that, we have also extended this theme to the selection of the low price, where we're looking at companies that have made profits, but minimal profits, but have the potential to even post higher profits in the current coming fiscal. So, our hunt has actually led us to a company called as Guinea Filament, which has turned around in FY10 and posted profits of around 4.88 crores. Now, it should be noted that Guinea Filament is basically a textile player. Its business is basically divided into the traditional textiles, which includes the yarns, the fabrics, and the garments. Now, this segment contributes 75% to the total revenues of the company. The balance 25% comes from the non-woven fabrics. If it should be noted that Guinea Filament basically was making losses for FY08 and FY09 due to the global recession taking place, the demand for the textile products coming down sharply, affecting the realizations as well. However, with the global economies reviving, the textile demand coming up, the company has indeed bounced back and posted profits. And we believe that this company is expected to do well in the coming period. There are several reasons for this. First and foremost, it should be noted that there is a huge demand for cotton yarn in the global market. It should be noted that Indian cotton exports of cotton yarn increased or more than doubled to 85 lakh bales in FY10 compared to just 35 lakh bales in FY09. And this demand for cotton yarn globally is expected to stay firm. Now, if that is the case, then it is surely going to have an impact on for a company like Guinea Filament, which derives 55% of its revenues from the sale of cotton yarn. It should also be noted that 70% of its produce is basically exported to regions such as Europe, China, South Korea, Peru, Brazil, and even Bangladesh. If that was not enough, there was a recent flood situation in Pakistan, which has hit the textile industry there, and this is expected to create shortage for cotton yarn in the global market. Now, this has dual benefits. First, this shortage or the demand that is there is expected to shift to the Indian shores, and with the shortage that is expected to be created, will also keep the prices firm, and we expect the prices to move further. Now, this augurs well for a company such as Guinea Filaments. If that was not enough, the company has gone ahead and also gone for a restructuring of its debts, where the company has the repayment period for the company has been extended to 10 years for 7 years, and it has also seen a reduction of interest rate by at least 1.5%. Now, what this will do is that it will keep the interest cost low and certainly expand the margins for the company, thereby keeping the profits healthy. Going forward, the company wants to drive its business further and has taken an initiative where it is going for a capex of 140 crores to expand its capacity. Now, this 140 crores will be used to double the capacity of the non-woven fabrics. It is also expanding its spindle capacity by another 8,000 spindles, and is also expanding its garment capacity by 3 lakh pieces per month. As far as the funding part is concerned, the entire 140 crores is going to be funded through a term loan, internal accruals, and the promoter contribution. At this point of time, there is the financial closure for this hasn't been done, but the management says that they are at least expecting to raise 94 crores through loans, while the balance would be for internal accruals and the promoter contribution. However, the one point that one should note here is that the management is still waiting for the tough scheme to commence again, where it will then go ahead and raise the loan for its expansion purposes. If that was not enough, coming to the financial part and the financial performance of this company, it should be noted in the first quarter of this fiscal itself, the company has posted revenues of around 140 crores. Now this is a 27% increase over the same quarter last year. At the same time, it posted profits of around 5 crores compared to the loss of 2.5 crores posted in the same quarter last year, and also more than the 4.88 crore profits it posted for the full year. At these estimates, if you look at the estimates basically, then the management is comfortable about posting revenues around 600 to 625 crores, while it is looking at a profit of around 18 to 20 crores. If these estimates are taken, then the script is available at a very low valuation of just 5 times, and it does make sense to enter the script at the current levels. We certainly see an upside of at least 40% from in the script, and we have put a target of around 21 in 1 year's time.